It's a sunny, beautiful day in Boston. In fact, it's a great day to watch some footy. The Boston Demons and the Philadelphia Hawks are going to allow us to do just that right here on Stateside Footy. We are on location at Pope John Paul II Park in Boston, Massachusetts, as the Battle of Beantown continues with a match between the Philadelphia Hawks and the Boston Demons. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Stateside Footy, the program that brings you the great game of Australian rules football as it's played here in the United States. Alongside crew members Stacey Robert, Aaron Harrington, John Cimino, and Tyler DeWallaby, I'm Bill Robert, and today we continue our coverage of the Battle of Beantown. The Hawks and Demons both have a game under their belt so far. As you saw in our previous episode, both clubs suffered losses to the New York Magpies. The Demons on the short end of a 47-21 score, and the Hawks falling as well to the New Yorkers, 50-37. With those two wins, the Magpies clinched the top spot in the EAFL competition. And now the Hawks and the Demons will clash to finish up today's action here in Boston. Players at the center are getting in position. And the umpire, Ben Corder's about to toss everything up. Here we go. He sounds the whistle, he holds up the ball, and here we go. It is footy time. Ball goes up, and it is hit out to advantage by the Hawks. And the kick going in, and going to ground there. And it comes around now. The Demons have it. And McCarthy actually has it up. And
that's Sam Barnett with it now.
Sam Barnett
kicks it.
Barnett kicks it. Matt Wood! Someone was wrapped right around him, and Matt Wood still came down with the mark. That was beautiful. And he's just going to deal it. And that one spoiled and knocked out of bounds. He was going for, I believe he was going for Ross Druckenmiller. And it's going to be a boundary throw-in.
A good chance for the Demons here.
Great chance. It's in their right forward pocket. And kicks out and goes to ground. Number of players going after it. And with it, there's Pat Keane. Keane with a kick toward the goals. And that is a goal.
That is a goal by Pat Keane, did you say?
Yep.
Goal by Pat Keane,
Pat
and
Keane,
Boston
number 7.
is on the board first.
Oh, they're calling for goal umpires here. And they're bringing the ball back to center. So there we go. Boston with the first goal of this match. And an early lead, 1 straight 6. And Philadelphia so far in a 0-0.
0, zip, zilch, nada, nil.
Zippo Squatsy.
I don't even know what that is, but I'll trust you on it.
More of my creative euphemisms for the concept of 0.
Bill always has creative euphemisms for everything.
Yeah, might as well be a comical nihilist.
You should go back to stand-up comedy when Stateside Footy's over.
Perhaps. Let's see here. Punched ahead. And
by Philadelphia, number 34.
Yeah, that was number 34. Who's that? That's
Mackey.
Mackey. Okay, well.
But now it's
kicked ahead now. And let's see, that's going through, and that's a goal.
That's a goal. All right, Philly ties it.
Boston comes out with a goal. Philly comes out with a quick response.
1 straight 6 to 1 straight 6.
All of a sudden, the Sixes are wild here at Pope John Paul II Park in Dorchester. Or I guess if...
you want to get technical with it?
No, if we want to get Bostonian about Dorchester.
Dorchester.
Of course, it's funny, here I am making fun of the New England accent. I'm actually born and raised in New England, so...
Myself included.
Yes. Early stages of this first half of action, and once again, trying to get the clearance to Hawks, but it wound up in Demon hands momentarily as McCarthy tried to get it. Oh, and picked up now, that's Sam Barnett. Sam Barnett with a handball out, and right into the hands of one of the Hawks. And he kicks it now, looking for somebody on the pocket, and he stops and he's got it.
That's marked. A good mark there. Now it's going to get
kicked. Goes in. And going to ground.
Oh, I think someone's down.
Let's see.
I think someone's down on the other end here. If you notice in the back of the play here, Bill,
we got a free kick.
We've got someone down over here, hopping on one leg, it looks like.
And let's see, where's that kick going to go? That one looks like it's going to go wide. It looks like that'll be a behind. But that'll still be enough to give Philly the lead, as now they're up by a minor score. Or was it? Where is everybody setting up here? We got a number of interchange players in front of us here, so it's hard to see that end of the ground. And we're here.
I think they're getting into the middle.
Yeah, let's see. No, they are. I'm sorry. My apologies. It looked like it was going wide, but they're putting it to the middle, so that was not a behind. That's a goal. So rather than being 1-1-7, it's 2 straight 12. So Philly, all of a sudden, they give up the first goal. They come back, bang, bang, with 2 quick ones. And all of a sudden, they lead by a straight kick. And they're looking to get the clearance again this time, but the Demons picked it up. And it's Barnett now. Barnett with a kick. And it goes a couple of hops. And then let's see who winds up getting it. No one yet. Battle of the ground. And let's see.
That was handballed
kick
out.
toward the sticks. And let's see here. That's going to be a goal. It took its time, but it got there.
And a goal by Boston, and now they tie it up once again.
Wow. In a pack of people, someone gets a boot to it and just brum, 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 goal. So now
They seem to be yelling Joey, which would, in my on the list here, it would be Joe Connor,
Joe
number
Connor,
36.
probably, yeah, number 20, who actually was actually in streets during the first game, so he's come into play for this game, as has Ross Druckenmiller. And coming out of the ruck, and now Keene's got the clearance now, and let's see,
marked!
A.J. Olding right in front. Made his way to the ball, led his opponent, and came down with it.
Let's see, does he have the range here for this?
Very possibly. I remember we saw him play a while back, and he took some pretty good marks in front. That's a good kick. Will it stay straight? Oh, no, it's going to be punched through. Didn't have the carry.
So is that going to be a behind for Boston?
I believe it is.
Yep.
Let's see.
That is a behind.
That is a behind. And so now it's 2-1-13, and the Demons are in the lead. As the Demons steal the kick in, that's Matt Wood. Wood sells a little candy, and then he is dispossessed. And holding the ball is called. Matt Wood getting tackled, Philadelphia getting rewarded.
And that's almost intercept mark.
Almost intercept mark there. He just couldn't hang on to it. And with it now is Keene. Keene handballs it off, and it's intercepted, kicked out by the Hawks. And now the Hawks are on the move, and then he's brought down. And brought back. Barnett with it now. Going up the corner, and let's see here. A couple of Demons within reach. And a bunch of players crawling all over each other. A kick goes to the 450.
Marked by Matt
Wood.
Matt Wood earlier in the game, if you saw,
good stereo.
Almost got injured, and
he's out there right now.
He's come back.
So it shows no signs of it.
Let's see if he gets this one here. He's got the range and the angle. He can.
Let's see.
That looks like as if it was going wide, but that's a goal.
That's a goal. Wasn't sure. It looked like it was going wide, and I think I even saw one of the Philly players point out one finger. But no, it's a
goal by Matt Wood.
Adjudicated to be a goal. So now, all of a sudden, up by 7 are the Boston Demons, 3-1-19 to 2 straight 12. So there we go. Some quick scoring shots as we get to the midpoint of this first half of action here. Between the Demons and the Hawks.
That collision earlier in the day you saw with Matt Wood and a New York player.
That was in our last episode of Stateside Footy. As the Hawks tried to get the clearance into their attacking zone, but the Demons able to get hands on it and kick it back out. Ken McCarthy with it now, and he tries to handball it off, just a rushed handball. Demons will pick it up, though, and going back, and here we go. Going up the far wing, looking for, and almost getting Matt Wood.
Almost marked by Matt Wood, but Matt Young was trying to get it there. Matt to Matt.
Yep.
And I believe
actually he did. No, it's a boundary throw in. So Wood tosses it in now. Rux will go for it and takes a weird bounce. Winds up in Demon hands. It's handballed off, and then one player's brought to ground. Comes out. Another player has it now. Looks like he's brought to ground. And Hawks have it now. Kicking into their forward 50. Looking for, and not quite getting their target as it's spoiled. Almost wound up in the hands of another Hawk, though, as it continues down here. And let's see, the kick goes centering kick in, and let's see here.
I heard a couple of claps.
I heard a couple of claps too. It was remarked actually by the Demons, and it was an intercept mark. They looked to kick it out, and the Demons looked to bring it back in. However, it looks like Barnett's trying to move it ahead, and here we go. There's a race for it now. Hawks will bring it back though, and almost smothered, but kicked right into the forward 50 again. And let's see. That winds up going 19-13 right now. Going through, it looked like. It was a behind, so the Philly just scored a behind, 2-2-14. And the Demons took the kick in, and oh boy, just wrapped up just as he get the kickoff. Loose ball now, and with it is McCarthy. McCarthy looking for somebody up the corner. Here we go. And the kick goes up. Matt Wood is available. Can he get there?
Marked!
Yes, he can. Wood marks it.
What a mark by Wood.
And on the wing, marked and then brought down. First of all, was that a mark? And then he was brought down after the fact. But they're not going to pay a 50, which was possible. That was Michael Matera, by the way, the man they call Coop. He came down with it.
Michael Coop Matera. And let's see here.
And that's a low line drive kick. And intercept mark almost. Did they pay it? No. It's going to be brought to ground.
And it looks as if he was holding the ball there.
Nope, just ball up.
Just the ball.
Basically, both players got to it at the same time. It was Loring and I think it was Druckenmiller, which for size is kind of a mismatch, but they both got there and then just held on to each other. So the ball was tied up, and the umpire called for the ball up. Demons now handball out, and here we go. Kick in, looking for
Matt
Wood right in front. Right in the shadow of the goals. And this should be a chip shot for Woody.
Chance for his second goal of the game.
Remember last week at Maine, I think he kicked a bag of 5. He kicked 5, Young kicked 4.
I was wondering who was the one that kicked 5 and who kicked 4.
Yep. There we go. That's a goal.
Looks like a goal for Matt Wood.
Matt Wood, 2 goals in a row.
And this looks good for the Demons right now.
4-1-25 for the D's. And they'll bring it back to center. Just a reminder, you are watching Stateside Footy, the program that brings you the great game of Australian rules football as it's played here in the United States. You can check us out online. Our website is www.statesideFootyTV.com. You can also check us out on our Vimeo channel. It's vimeo.com/StatesideFootyTV.
And there's going to be a ball up in center here. And hit out to the Philly Hawks. And, oh, that one is speared. And there's a scramble for it now. No clear advantage yet, but the Demons have it. Demons have it. That is marked by Matt Wood. Matt Wood playing on. And that, no clear mark in front, but that one is going to be hit out of bounds. And will that be a boundary throw-in? Or will it just be a ball up?
No, it'll be a boundary throw-in. The ball went out of bounds.
All right, boundary throw-in now. A good chance for the Demons to get something going again, as they have been this whole game. And are they redoing that?
They're redoing it.
Yep.
Throw-in needs to go a little further.
They've already redone one throw-in today.
Yep.
And here's a throw-in now. And Philly, number 36, that is John Hinchin taking possession of it. And is that going to be
out on the full?
Out on the full.
Free kick Demons.
So the Demons with a chance to get it into their zone again. And let's see, who's going to take this one? I think Matt Young is going to take this free kick for Boston. He takes that kick, and that is marked.
Keene.
Marked by Pat Keene. I looked at the wrong list. So Keene with a kick now. Keene, and it is marked again.
Nice job
by
there.
Ken McCarthy.
Kind of changing in midstream. He was jumping up and then had to reach over to get it, but he did.
And now, let's see, it's marked by Sam Barnett.
Oh.
Sam Barnett, who kicked a few goals himself in that game against Maine.
Head and shoulders above everyone there.
That was insane. And now Barnett kicks that. And is that going to be a goal?
Looks to be.
And it looks as if it's going to be a goal. So a goal for Barnett. And Boston, all of a sudden, with a 5-1-31 lead.
So right there, they're up by three straight kicks now. As we get to the little past the midpoint of this first half of action. And coming off now, A.J. Olding. He's being replaced, I believe, by David Broomhead.
And that is, I believe, Keene with that ball. And Philly takes possession of it again. They kick it out. And that is taken by 43. Oh, here we go. Thanks. All right, I believe that was that out on the full?
Nope, boundary throw-in.
Boundary throw-in, okay. and we'll see what
Or
happens
is it?
here.
Let's see. It's one of the Demons that's coming up with it.
I believe so.
Although, once again, in this particular, since we don't really have boundary umpires, usually it's the players that do the boundary throw-ins. No, it's actually a free kick, so it must have been out on the full.
Yep. I saw 2 arms go across. That's why I said that. So that's, I believe, is that
Barnett.
Sam Barnett? That is Sam Barnett. And he kicks it out. And that is marked by, is that PJ Devine?
Yes, it is.
All right, and that is the Demons just cycling it over here. And Matt Young with it. Matt Young kicks it. And that's marked by Matt Wood. Matt Wood kicking it here. Marked. I believe that was Keene. Keene taking the kick now. Marked by McCarthy. Very nice mark. Demons getting some clean marks in here.
Right now, this is a clinic on ball use. Just kick mark, kick mark, kick mark. Really good ball use by foot right now.
Marked by Sam Barnett.
So first of all, your targets have to get open. They have to get available. But also, they're doing a great job. They're spearing these kicks and keeping them right on target.
And it looks like Sam Barnett might even have a straight kick here. And that looks like it's going to be a goal.
More applause.
That's a goal for Sam Barnett, his second of the game.
Bring up another 6 points.
So that'll be 6-1-37 to Phillies 2-1-13, if I am correct on that one.
You are correct, sir. Pardon me. You are correct, sir. Hi-oh.
Hi-oh.
For all you Ed McMahon fans out there.
Well, I think this is starting to come a little more naturally to me. This game, I'm starting to like this.
Aussie Rules is such a great game.
It is. I think that.
I mean, you and I, we're similar. We both come from a hockey background, and if you like high action sports like hockey or football, you'll love Aussie Rules.
Yeah. So it comes into Demon possession. I believe that's Coop that had it, but now there's a scramble for it. Scramble for it still, and there will most likely be a whistle, which there is.
Definitely a hard footy out there at the moment.
So I believe that there's going to be a ball up, and yes, it will be. And that is taken into Demon possession. But now there's just a scramble for it once again, and Philly comes in possession. Philadelphia takes it. It's Sockert ahead. And 16, that is Greenberg with it. But now they get it ahead. He's almost taken down, but he holds his ground there, and it's marked.
That's actually what's
he handballs it ahead. Oh, yeah, handball. Right. All right. The more you know. So that one is smothered by a Demon, but Philly quickly goes after it again. 27, that is, we don't have him.
Kick from the pocket is marked. He's going to play on, and he's going to kick for the goals. Will it get there? Marked right in front.
That is Fedorin?
Fedorin, I think.
Fedorin?
Fedorin.
Yeah. All right.
No. Kick goes up.
And I believe that will be marked as a goal.
That's a goal.
So a goal for Philly here. Now has them within a deficit of 18 once again.
Yep, down to 3 straight kicks again.
3-1-19 to Boston's 6-1-37. Barnett and Wood each with 2 goals. And Connor and Keene with the others.
Yeah. So there we go. Ball goes back up to center. By the way, if you're watching this on the net or on TV and you're wondering if you're not in the New England area, you're wondering how to get in on this great game, go to USAFL.com because you can find out if there is indeed a team in your city that you can come up and join. As it comes out of the ruck now and trying to get the clearance is Boston. Trying to move it ahead now. Handballed out. A little bit of a panic handball there. Bounced over. Nice job. And gets it to, it was over to Devine. Chase for it now. And it's coming in the forward pocket. That's a push. No, I guess not. But a bunch of players just soccering in. And there's a whistle. And there's a whistle. And let's see what's going on here. Oh.
Is there going to be a 50-meter penalty here?
No, just a free kick.
All right, so a free kick for
the Demons.
Jeremy Kintig. Kintai. I apologize for butchering that name the first time.
Jeremy Kintai.
Okay, now let's see if he centers it here. He'll most likely center it or try to go for the angle here. You never know in footy.
Also has Barnett sneaking up there. And that kick, it's bending, and it's going to go, let's see, was it marked before or after?
It looks like as though it was marked after, so I believe that will be a behind.
That'll be a behind.
So a behind for, I believe that was Matt Wood. But nonetheless.
No, I think it was Kintai. I didn't think Wood touched it until after it went over the line.
Okay. So. Here, and it's almost marked there, but a Demon and a Hawk going after that. And he's taken down. And I am not able to see clearly who has it, but it is in Philly possession. And there's a whistle.
Out of bounds.
So it will be out of bounds.
Boundary throw in, most likely. Yep.
Yep, a boundary throw in, and it is hit away by the Demons, but Philly quickly gets possession of it. Philly has it again, but it's marked away now. And there's a scramble for it. Someone taken down, dispose of the ball. There's a whistle.
I didn't see an umpire. Oh, it went out of bounds again, so it'll be another boundary throw in.
And I believe that will be half.
That's halftime. The arms go up. And there we go. So at the half so far, Philly with scoring shots, numbering 4. Boston twice as many. And at the end of the first half, the score stands. The Boston Demons, 6 goals, 2 behind, 38 points. And the Philadelphia Hawks, 3-2-20. Coming up next, the second half of this one, it's Philly versus Boston in the Battle of Beantown, right here on Stateside Footy. Are you into retro gadgets? Ta-da! Then here's your dose of old school tech. This is Tech Throwback, your place to turn for the techno trend from way back when. On Tech Throwback, we look at old computers, classic video games, and all those little doohickeys that used to brighten up your day.
Yeah!
Tech Throwback can be seen on public access television, or you can check us out online at vimeo.com/channels/Tech Throwback. It's the way we used to compute and play back in the day, and you can watch it anytime on Tech Throwback. More action here as Ben brings the ball up. And we've got the Battle of Beantown here. 3 teams meeting today at Pope John Paul II Park here in Dorchester, part of Boston. And, of course, we've got the Boston Demons. But we've also got the New York Magpies and the Philadelphia Hawks. And right now, ball goes up once again. And hit out to advantage. Not quite. Demons tried to pull it away, but the Demons come away with it now. Sorry, not the Demons, the Hawks. And he is wrapped up. Gets the ball away, though, just before he's wrapped up. He ski jumps to kick a little bit, but it's still caught, and apparently it did go the full journey, so it was marked. That's number 8, Pat Miller. He puts it in, gets it right up, and now looks like the Hawks are going to go right up the corridor. Yep, that's what we're going to do. High risk, high reward footy, and the Demons are going to come away with that, the winner, as Wood handballs it up to Barnett now. And going after it is Young. Young turns around a tackle, gets it to the boot that's headed toward Broomhead. Oh, he just couldn't get it. With it now, oh, he's wrapped up. Kick goes toward the goals. Stop, Broomhead's got it. He's wrapped up by a couple of Hawks. No prior opportunity, I don't think. So they'll just ball it up. No, actually, I'm sorry, the kick now going to the Hawks. And intercept marked there by Barnett. A bit of a juggle and a journey to the ground, but he comes down with it. And the Demons will bring it right back into attack.
You've seen a lot of good performance all game from Sam Barnett, Pat Keene, and Matt Wood.
And actually, no, it looks like there was an infringement, so the free kick's going to go to Philly. And they marked it, and they handball it off. They're just going to play on. And they're coming down the far wing now. Kick going into forward 50. Takes a hop, takes a couple of hops, and just rolls now. Going after it there is Ari Joniak now for the Demons. And takes a hop once again. Goes off of a Hawk's hands. He's got it now. And one of the other Hawks has it after the handball. And almost taken away there by the Demons. But the Hawks moving with it now. And he's able to get it to the boot, pivot around, get it around the body. And then it is marked right in tight. And the Hawks with a chance for their first scoring shot of the half. That's number 31. That's Damian Holland. And the kick goes in, and it's bending back, and that'll be a goal.
So Damian Holland with the first goal of the half for the Hawks.
First goal of the half for anybody. Yep, right now 4-2-26 for the Hawks. So now they trail by just 2 straight kicks.
First goal of the half for anybody.
Yes.
Whew.
Yeah, a little warm today. Not nearly as warm as it has been. There's sometimes. I remember the first game that we ever did in season 1. It was an absolute sweat bath, and one of the teams was late, so we just spent all day.
Baking in the sun.
Yeah, well, not just it wasn't just baking. It was a high humidity too, so it was like being stuck in a pressure cooker, like being stuck in Stacy's Instant Pot, the world's largest Instant Pot.
All the way in Boston.
Yes, indeed. Actually, no, this one was in Reading at the Ipswich River Park. And after the ruck comes out the contest, Keene gets the clearance. He kicks it into forward 50. Demons going after it now and trying to get it away. The Hawks, and that is marked there by Webster. Webster kicks it now, and bounces off Keene. He's able to pick it up though. Gets around a couple of players. Kicks into the forward 50. He's got he can't get. Young was open. He just kicked the ball a little too far. He overcooked that kick a little bit, and it's just going to roll, and it's going to be a boundary throw in, which is good for the Demons because it's going to be in their front forward pocket. And it comes out. Almost goes to Barnett. Kicked right by, and no idea what's going there. But it looks like that's a goal.
You hear the applause from Boston.
I heard the applause, and I just saw the ball fly through. I didn't see who kicked it. I had people in front of me, but so right there, once again.
Boston gets a goal right back.
So here we go, 7-2-44 and 4-2-26. So Boston back up to 3 straight kicks, 18 points. Second half action here in the Game 3 of the Battle of Beantown. It's the Philadelphia Hawks versus the Boston Demons.
We're going to have a ball up here.
Up it goes, and knocked
out.
out.
No clear possession yet, but
Hawks get the clearance now. And the kick headed out for the wing. Actually, no, they're going with the corridor. And, he can't mark it. He juggled it quite a bit. And a race for it now. And with it is Pat Keene again. Keene. Handball out, finally gets to Matt Wood. Wood can't hang on to it, though. And then he's being interrupted by a Hawks player. And it's judged out of bounds, so it's going to be a boundary throw-in. And the umpire will be there to do it.
I think I might have knocked that over a bit. With a little.
Nah. Coming out now and tapped out. Tapped out right into the hands of the Hawks, though, and they'll get the clearance. And sliding mark, he can't take it. But then he tried to handball it forward. It was smothered by a Demon and going toward the goals, and that's a goal. Just grabbed it off the ground. Didn't say the player who got it, but someone got a boot to it. Rolled it through.
Now it's 5-2-32.
5-2-32 for the Philly Hawks. And for the home team Boston Demons, 7-2-44.
So now Philly down by just 2 straight kicks.
And Colin Smith coming on in interchange. Coming off to replace number 21, that's Ben Slingerland, who we were just informed this is his first day playing footy. He's actually a soccer player. This is his first time trying Aussie Rules. And we called his name a few times today. Definitely held his own out there. And it comes out, hit out to advantage as Keene has it now. Keene bounces off a couple of Hawks, able to get it to, I think that was McCarthy that made that kick, though. And then let's see, who's going to get the ball now? It's going forward, it's loose, and it looks like the Hawks are going to be getting it now. Let's see here. Going through, and
I think that was Matt Young.
Matt Young.
Who might have just kicked the goal. Or no, behind maybe? Was that a behind?
I think it was a behind because they just took the kick in from their back goal square, so we're counting it as a behind. So now 7-3-45 for the Demons. Getting in another scoring shot. And what they're doing there is now, once again, it's back to a 3-scoring shot game. 2 straight kicks isn't going to do it. And the kick, as the Hawks try and bring it through the center. And he's coming up now, and let's see, we've got a whistle, and I believe it's going to be a push in the back. It will be, and the free kick is awarded to the Philadelphia Hawks. Called against Hickey.
That's marked.
And marked there by number 31 there, that's Damian Holland, who actually has a goal already.
Let's see if he does this here. But
Spears a kick in, bounces off the feet, and here comes Keene with it now. Keene to handball to Wood. Wood wrapped right up. Ball loose in Hawks' hands now. Going wide and just trying a little bit of a grubber. And Joniak in there. Number of players in there. Demons fighting in the shadow of their own goals. And someone got a boot to it, but it was touched as it went through. So there we go. So back to 2 scoring shots now between the two clubs. 7-3 for Boston, 5-3 for the Philadelphia Hawks as Matt Wood gets set to take the kick in from his own back goal square. Kick going for. Oh, we've had some infringement before the kick. As number 11 got kind of manhandled there as Dave Morton. And now he's going to take the kick in. He gets a nice drop punt going. A lot of roll on that. And the Hawks can't mark it, but they're there. They're there to support their player, and they're going to bring it back right now to the other end of the ground. The kick goes over one of the Hawks, though, but then bounces right back to him. But Ken McCarthy gets it now. Over to Barnett. Barnett out on the wing, and that is
marked
Young.
by Matt Young.
Matt Young with the mark.
That was a good one there. Barnett saw him, and he just got it right to him.
Let's see if Matt Young can do this. I don't think distance is an issue. It's just obviously any kick like this, it's always the angle.
And also, you got to take into account the wind today.
Yeah, the wind has kicked up, and we've seen it kind of exert its influence on a few kicks so far. And that kick is high, and it's just kind of hanging there. It's not gonna. It looks like it's gonna go through for a behind. So that's another single point. 7-4-46 now for the Boston Demons. And the Hawks take the kick in from their own back goal square. That is marked. And he's going to take his time, look for something to open up. Kicking there, looking for a player, not quite getting it. And it goes right past McCarthy. McCarthy grabs a player, but the Hawks player is able to handball it off. And then it bounces off some hands. Picked up there by McCarthy. He handballs it off. I believe that's Barnett with it now. Barnett kicking in once again, looking for and getting a man. It is marked. I believe that's Broomhead with it now, David Broomhead. He's going to kick it. How far will it go? And let's see. Got a whistle there. Was it marked?
It wasn't. He bobbled it.
Oh, he bobbled it. So
He bobbled it and was taken
bobbled it and was taken out.
out.
Okay, so
Somebody else caught it, and now we have somebody number 2 in front of the goal.
Matt Wood in front of the goal at an angle, but there he is. Matt Wood with the goal now, with the kick, actually.
And that'll go through for a
It's
goal.
So that's another one. That's the third of the day for Woody.
And Matt Wood.
So there we go, Matt Wood with another goal. So right now that's 8-4-52 for the Boston Demons, 5-3-33. So the Demons right now leading by 3 straight kicks and a minor score. So 52-33, that's 19 points. And they'll bring it back up to center.
Wood and Barnett scoring again. It looks almost like back to Maine.
Yeah, well, obviously too. Young's had a bunch too. So, and as my phone goes out from the background, the Hawks get the clearance from the center, and then ball goes to ground. He's wrapped up by a couple of Demons, and then tries to get away with it. Gets it to another player, and then here it is now. Barnett has it. Barnett, long hanging kick, and once again, Matt Young with the mark.
Matt Young's played terrific this game.
And he's just going to go with a centering ball. It's going to bounce, though, and who's going to get there first? Looks like the Hawks got there, trying to go up to Carter with it. It'll sit for him. Nice job picking that one up off the ground in a dead run, but then he handballs it, kind of overcooked that one, went right over his intended target's head. And the kick coming in now. Easy mark. No, it goes right through his hands. And P.J. Devine on him now. Another player getting it out, 27. That is, I don't know. Anyway, loose in front, and we've got a whistle. Oh, someone gets pinged for a throw. And then, let's see. A red card. Wow, yellow card. I wonder what. Yeah. Well, it's the first card of the season. Normally, we don't see many cards. And technically, yeah, in the AFL, there are actually no cards. They've been talking about maybe going to a red card or a yellow card rule. And there's no card rule so far in the AFL, but there is in the U.S.A.F.L.
What is the card rule?
It's basically for misconduct on ground, like a yellow card. If you get 2 yellow cards or if you get a red card, you're bounced. They don't have that in the AFL yet. So right now, Ari Jonik gets the free kick.
I believe number 43 got a yellow card because it was continued. It was a continued play, even though the whistle had blown.
So let's see what we've got here.
So he just kept going and kicked the goal.
Joniak there, kicking out to Pat Keane. So Keane now, he's not going to play on. He's just going to stop. And he's going to go up to Carter. Oh, just over the head of Sam Barnett. And now one of the Philly Hawks has it. I almost, never mind. Let's see. Yeah, we won't repeat that. As the ball bounces through. Diane Welch had it momentarily there. Now it's smothered. Barnett has it now. Barnett with just a small kick. And Ken McCarthy jumps up, reaches up, and grabs it. McCarthy now looking for some targets. And he's going to kick it along the near wing. And it's going to bounce. And let's see, handballed off. And kicked in toward the sticks. It looks like it's curving a little bit. And that's another goal for the Demons. Number 2, that's Matt Wood again.
Matt Wood again with his 4th of the game.
There we go. Woody with another bag. So far he's kicked a bag of 4. Whoops. Thanks, Tyler.
So now 9-4-58. I didn't really write that clearly, but yeah, we'll
okay.
give that out.
Yep. So 9-4-58.
2 Phillies, 5.
It was one of those things I wrote Wood, and then just saying, just copied, and it's like, wait a minute, you don't copy and paste the score.
Well, we've got some good action here for Boston. Yeah. Boston definitely picking it up from that game against New York.
Yeah.
And what's going on here? I think the umpire just having a talk here.
No, but basically when they set up, they're talking about usually before they get the umpire make sure everyone's in the proper place. So that's a bit. And it's popped out and not hit out to advantage by the Hawks. They did hit it out, but then Ken McCarthy had it for the Demons and basically drags a Hawk with him. Handball, couple of quick handballs, goes to Barnett, now down to Keane. Keane has some room to run. And let's see here. Where's that going? Coming back out as it looks like the Hawks have kicked it back out again.
And it's soccered ahead by the Hawks.
That's a Hawker soccer. And one of the Demons players goes down. And then goes back up. And let's see what we've got here. It's just going to be a ball up. Yep, just a ball up. And here we go. Ruck's getting in place. And here we go. Up and hit out once again. No clear advantage yet. And it looks like the Demons are going to get the clearance.
That's
Kick,
Sam Barnett.
headed into the forward 50 and almost marked there. Not quite, though, as they try to get it to Young. Yep. On that part of the ground, it's always Young. Keane with it now. Keane sells a little candy. Line drive kick. Almost caught there. Not quite by Kintai. And now the Hawks will come back with it now. Handball. He's got it. Goes up the ground. And with it now is John Loring. Loring handballs it ahead. And the Hawks still on the move. He's going to stop, move around a little bit, get himself some space. And it's marked by Federer. He kicks in front now. And let's see, it's going to take a weird bounce. And one of the Hawks players tried to get it. And the Demons took it away. And let's see what's going on here. Oh, it looks like it went out of bounds. So it's going to be a boundary throw in.
Looked like PJ Devine, excuse me, bumped into one of the Hawks players. And
it's a line drive, and they're going to call that one back.
It looked like PJ Devine had actually bumped into one of the Hawks players, and that player that Devine bumped into was kind of mad about that.
Well, in the heat of battle sometimes it happens. Punched out by the Hawks. No clear advantage yet. And they're trying to move ahead with a shot on goal. Ari Jonik there, standing stout in defense, and wrapped up, and the Demons are just absolutely closing it down. And the Hawks still trying to do something. That's a kick across the face of goal. And what's that going to wind up being? Oh, my goodness, that's a goal. I wasn't sure if that was going to be out on the floor or what, just because the angle here. Sometimes with the angles, you kind of play tricks with your eyes. But according to that, we have a goal. So 58-39 is the score now between the Boston Demons and the Philly Hawks. And they'll bring it back up to center once again. And so far, I mean, looking, some of the other games we've seen, a lot of minors, but so far of this game, we've had 15 major scores and only 7 minors. So some good kicking from both these clubs for goal today, and especially at some crazy angles too as it comes out. And once again, the Hawks trying to get the clearance, and then looks like a low tackle. One of the Ken McCarthy is getting the free kick and looking for and getting his man. He's got his target there, and I believe that's going to be Matt Young again. Yes, it is.
Matt Young just getting lots of great marks today, playing terrific.
Looking to just boom this one.
I think, Matt
Take
Young
the
is
run
just
up.
saying.
And that's a
Oh,
boomer.
my.
Is it straight? It looks it.
Is that just a behind? I believe so.
That's just a behind. It's one of the loudest. It's like, when they call if you hit like a foul ball into the stands, they call it a loud strike. That was a loud behind.
So behind there for Matt Young.
And after I made that reference, after I mentioned that, I just realized the consequence of what I just said, and I'm not going back there. Keane, yeah, exactly. Now Keane there, and Keane handballs it over. Back to Keane now after that handball, and kicks it looking for and getting Colin Smith.
So Colin Smith kicking it now.
Looking
And
to get
is he
somebody
going to
in
get his
deep.
man? Oh,
Loose ball. And let's see. And it's going to be a behind as it rolls all the way through the goals. So now the Demons have 9 goals and a goal's worth of behinds. 9-6-60 for the Bostonians. Or was it? Well, I guess not. I thought it was a behind, but apparently it was a behind, and then Sam Barnett marked the kick in. Okay, intercept mark. So thank you, Stacy. Like I said, we've got a wall of players in front of here. We're at ground level, so sometimes we can't see everything. And Barnett with another boomer.
is that going to be a goal?
That's a goal.
That is a goal by Sam Barnett.
Barnett's
His
got
third.
a trio.
A hat trick, as some would call it.
Yes, indeed.
Barnett with it. And
Sam Barnett, he got his kicks, and it's 10-60. No, let me try that again, because I absolutely blew that. He got his kicks, and it's 10-6-66. There we go. It didn't quite fit the meter of the song, but I got the reference in there anyway. Rest in peace, Bobby Troop. Who was the writer of that song. Also used to play Dr. Joe Early in the Emergency Show, one of the favorite shows.
and his hands are up with the whistle.
There we go, full time.
That's full time. The Boston
Just
Demons
as
win
everything
this
is squared.
game.
Oh,
10-6-66.
He probably didn't want to hear another one of my references, so he just said the heck with it and stopped the game. Just kidding, Ben. So there we go, final.
Final score of the game, 10-6-66 to 6-3-39. Philly losing this one. So Philly loses 2 games on the day. Boston goes 1-1.
And
New York stays
and New York
perfect on the
2-0.
day.
So if this were an actual tournament, New York would be the winners. Boston would be second on the ladder, and then the Philly would be third. But there we go. So everyone gets the handshake at center. And there we go, full time. 10-6-66 for the Demons, 6-3-39 for the Philly Hawks. Stay tuned, we got more fun stuff coming up next. Don't go anywhere. This is Stateside Footy. We continue this episode of Stateside Footy with a look back at our 10 seasons of bringing you this amazing game. This time, we'll go back to 2012 for a look at season number 3. There were a number of major milestones that year. Probably the biggest highlight of 2012 was the Boston Lady Demons, and only their second season, they advanced to the U.S.A. Women's Grand Final, where they would eventually fall to the repeat champion, the Denver Lady Bulldogs. Let's take a look back at Stateside Footy, season number 3. And he's just going to kick it low. Line drive kick. Taken! Oh, what a mark that is! Line drive kick. He was able to get it, juggled a little bit, but hung on to it. Big kick now toward goal. I believe that's Hughes, number 9. And it's touched right before it gets there. Did it get over the line before it was touched? The Demons have their first goal of the match. And here it comes in toward the square. Oh my goodness! That was a hanger. Nice job there by the Demons. Along the wing, nobody but Magpies there, but they fumble, and a Demon has it. And he's able to handball it ahead. Once again, nobody there but Magpies. And he's got from behind, holding the ball, free kick Demons. And the advantage is paid. Kicked over and a goal, it looks like. It's a goal. Druckenmiller, I think it was, who kicked that one. And they're kicking over, I believe that's Hughes. Getting under it, that could be Shippers. And now it's gonna go in for a goal. Shippers was ready to take the mark, but then realized it was gonna go over his head and partly bounce through the sticks. Kick goes out on the full. Magpies get it. They get the free kick, but take it in front. Hughes takes a defensive mark. It was kind of a dangerous kick going across the ground. They thought they had somebody set up. But Lee Hughes with it now. And whether or not he'll try for the set shot or just go to somebody in front remains to be seen. The wind is kicking up, but I do believe for him it's a makeable kick from this distance. As he's coming in now. About a 45-degree angle to goal. And it's right through. It looked like it might have been going for a behind, but just like the Walsh goal earlier, the wind picked it up and brought it right through the sticks. But the Magpies, just anytime they do it, they're just everywhere. And it comes out, and mark is taken there. I believe that's Kupke, who's been all over the place today. He's going to make a nice, big, long kick. Goal, I think. Yes. And as soon as the Magpies get one back, Kupke kicks one. Goes over to Druckenmiller now, hand pass back to Elward, and he's going to kick it forward and going for the spoil. Taking the mark, though, number 15. Gee, Grant Dawson, big surprise. Been taking big goals right along, and that's going to be a goal. Free kick there as Devine gets called for a push on Grant Dawson. Dawson kicks it over. He's looking for Druckenmiller. Druckenmiller marks it in front. And he's getting set for a set shot for goal. Druckenmiller so far has one behind today. Kicks it. That's straight. That's a goal. And with it now, here come the River Rats again. Marked right in front by Dawson. He's just going to kick it through. After early scoring by the Lobstermen, River Rats seem to be controlling things right now. Devine with a mark in defense. The Comey with the opposition mark. He'll kick it out of his own back half. Looking for Dawson. He's got him. Rusty Smith pretty much at center half forward taking that one. And he's just going to take the set shot. Ways out from goal. Let's see what he's going to do here. It's going to be close. And it's a goal. Takes a couple of bounces. Handballs it over to Elward now. Elward with another kick. Bingo! On a hop, it goes to Shippers. Shippers now. Off angle. Smothered there by Knezovic. Gets past Shippers. Jordan in there too, but he's able to get it away. Gets it out now to Druckenmiller. Druckenmiller kicks it ahead looking for Elward. Yeah, oh, he can't get Elward. He can't hang on to it. But Elward winds up getting it off the ground. And he's just looking to kick it ahead. Looking for Dawson. And it's spoiled. Nice spoil in the back there by Rusty Smith. Dawson's got it now. He's got some space. He's able to kick it. And that's another goal. And Lee Hughes kicks it ahead. Knezovic takes the mark right in front of Burbank. Little interference in the contest. Someone grabbed the jumper, and the Old Boys will have the free kick. Big kick. Headed in towards the sticks. And goes through everybody. It's going to go through. Kicked for a goal! Dispossessed. Handball ahead by Rusty Smith. With it now is Meisner. Meisner on the run. Handball to Shippers. Shippers makes a kick. And kicks a goal. And the Lobstermen are away. Big kick up looking for Burbank. Goes through Burbank's hands, but he's got a clean path to it. Won't sit for him, though. He's trying to pick it up. He runs right past it. He's got it now. Just has to handball it over to Shippers, which he does. Shippers sidesteps Harris. Is just going to let a big kick go. Will it make it? That's a goal. And the mark is taken there by P.J. Devine. Who kicks it up now? Taken there by Katz. Nice job. Nice mark. He kicks it ahead. And it's knocked down. Evan's got it, but now he'll live Katz with it. Katz kicks it toward the goalpost, and it's going to go through. That's a goal. Still a live ball. And he kicks it over. Oh, Rusty Smith takes the mark in full stride. Then he kicks it toward the sticks. And actually, it's going to be taken there by Meisner. Meisner gets the kick. So Meisner, who's got the 1 point for the Lobstermen, could add to it right now. It looks to be a pretty straight kick. That's a goal. And there's a contest for it. Nobody comes down with it. The ball goes to ground. Early Even going, trying to get to Crumbs. He's able to get it off the ground now. Still able to hang on to it. And he puts up a big kick. Shippers going for it. Shippers takes the mark. He had Connors in the back there trying to spoil him, but Shippers winds up taking it. Definitely a makeable set shot here for Adam Shippers. And it goes through. That's a goal. And with it now is Joe Connor. Connor handballs it ahead to Jonik over to Knezovic. It's smothered there. And with it now is Rusty Smith. Tries to get a handball over to David Meisner. Meisner's got it. He's got some space. He's able to kick it. And he goals it. Meisner with his 5th goal of the match. Today is a very special day here in Cambridge as we're getting ready for the inaugural Boston Lady Demons tournament. Out it comes, a good kick up through the corner, and it goes through everybody. With it now there, that's the number 17, Sarah Muscarello, one of the newer faces on this Demons club. Pass going up to Amy Hogue. Handball back. I believe that's Real with it now. And that's a goal. With it there, almost had there by Lydia Holt. And Real's got it now. She's knocked down, taken down, dispossessed. But she was able to get the ball to the boot. Kicked ahead now, right over Holt's head, but it's going to go, and it's going to be a goal. Kick is headed in toward the net, and Lydia Holt takes it, marked right in front, right in the goal square. Lydia's got one behind so far. She could add a goal for that right here with a kick. Moves it a little bit to get it to an advantageous spot to the foot, and she's kicked a goal. She's got it now. Kicks it ahead. And let's see. Over there and handballing it off. Number 54, Becky Kraft. Taken. That was Olsen. Olsen with a big mark. What I've seen so far from Alicia Olsen, I'm very impressed. A lot of pressure. And moving ahead now, Blaha going after it. With it now is Real with a little bit of space. She's also got Lydia Holt on the lead. She kicks it in. That looks like it's a goal. First points for the Lady Demons. Emily Real with another goal. And the battle for it along the ground. With it now is Delaney. Delaney tries to move, but once again, she's held up. She gets it out to Holt. Lydia Holt. And I believe that's going to double check the goal umpire. It's a goal. If it's being balled up and you hit it and the ball flies out of bounds off the hand without touching the ground, then that's actually considered almost like a kick on the full. Meanwhile, Emily Real's got it right in front. And Real is dialed in. She's kicking the goal. For the Demons, big kick up ahead. Marked! Nice job there. I think that's Eric Jordica who took the mark. No score right now between the Saints and the River Rats. And it's a big kick. I don't know how straight it was. It's a goal! And the Rats kick it up and goes right over. Kicked. I believe that's Katz. And that's a goal! Left Katz with a goal for the River Rats. Now it's knocked ahead and taken away. That's number 43. That's Manus McDermott. And now kicked toward the goals, and that's a goal. Didn't see who kicked it. He got it to the boot and kicked it, but it goes to the ground, and Katz has it now for the River Rats. Kick in looking for Aylward. Goes past Aylward. Jordic is there too. He tips it over to Aylward. Aylward with a kick, and a goal! collision. A couple of Saints collided, and it looks like getting a beat on it now is Aylward. Aylward kicks it ahead. He's got Jordica alone in the square. He's not going to need him. I believe that's another goal. We've got a whistle. Holding the ball. And I believe that's, yep, Aylward's going to get the free kick. He can ping one in from here. Nice big kick again. And he's pinged one in from there. Aylward, his third goal in a row. A little bit of a miss there. Druckenmiller handballs it ahead. Aylward's got it. Sells a little bit of candy. Handballs it to Lev Katz now. Katz gets it to the boot. Kicks it toward the sticks. And that's I think that's a goal. I think I saw two fingers, but she was trying to hold the ball at the same time. And everyone's moving back up towards center, so I would say yes. That is a goal. And it comes out. Knocked ahead and up. Unfortunately, right into the hands of a Saint. If you're a Riverette, that is. And spoiled, huge spoil. I believe that was Divine. And now they're going to kick it ahead. Looking for Shepard. They've got him. Shepard's playing on. Shepard kicks it ahead. It's going to go over everyone's head, and it's going to be a goal. Mike Shepard with a major score. We got a whistle again. Oh, I heard him say opportunity, which means caught for holding the ball. Even kicks it out to Aylward. Straightens out that kick, and Aylward within range. He can kick him, that's for sure. Free kick. Aylward goes bang. Teammates go goal. Taking the defense, and they play on now. That's early even for the Riverettes. He's going to kick it ahead. That looks really, it's going to bounce last second. I believe we got it behind there. Just double checking with the goal umpire. No, they're bringing it back at center. So that's another one. And Katz has it now. Katz is able to sidestep, kicks another one toward the goals. And at this point, the Riverettes are just raining balls on the goalposts. Another goal. Taking it there, that's Garofalo. Druckenmiller kicks it ahead. Marked! And he's going to kick it ahead. Jordica settles under it, as does Aylward. Possibly another scoring shot for Aylward here. And a big high kick. I'm hearing clapping. And everyone's coming back to center, so I'm assuming that's a big goal. Aylward again. He's dispossessed, though. And with it now is Druckenmiller for the Riverettes. Druckenmiller with a kick in, and it's taken by Aylward. Aylward is going to have probably one of the easiest shots on goal he'll ever see. And he puts it right through the sticks. The Saints are going to get it, though. They'll kick it out, and a mark. Nice mark there by the Riverettes. It's kicked ahead. Marked again, on his knees, he takes it. And now they set up, Aylward setting up on the lead. However, it's knocked away there by White. With it now is Connor. Connor sells a little candy. I think it's going to go straight, it's a goal! Fisted ahead by Matty Garofalo, taken now by Jim Murray. Murray's able to get it over to Druckenmiller. Ross Druckenmiller, big kick toward the sticks. And it bounces, and giving chase there, I believe, is Connor. He tries to handball it to Ari Jonik. Jonik soccers it off the ground, I believe, for a goal. They're moving with it now. Big kick up to the forward 50, looking for Shippers. Shippers can't get it. PJ Devine with the spoil there. Handballed ahead by Smith over to Burbank. Burbank is going to kick an easy 6. So they've got twice as many scoring shots as the Lobstermen, but they trail by 4 right now. It's one straight 6 to 2 behinds 2. And the kick-in goes all the way out, and Shippers marks it. Shippers kicks towards the sticks, and it looks like that's going to be a goal. And, it's almost marked there by James Aylward. However, he's able to handball it off. Dave Morton, who just kicked it behind, he'll kick it toward the goals. And, no, that's actually a goal. It did go straighter this time. And he kicks it, and, it's going to be marked right in front. That's Aaron Tendurin. And let's see here. That's a goal. And it's spoiled by another member of the Riverettes. And both of them go out. I don't think the ball went through the sticks at all. I think the ball went out of bounds. Both players went through the sticks. Slater kicking it ahead now, looking for Shippers. He's got him. Shippers takes the mark. Shippers will play on as he's got Burbank right there. Oh, and he's submarine. Burbank takes the mark, but he was able to take the kick, but saw when he got up, shaking a couple of cobwebs out. Goes just ahead of Burbank, but winds up in the hands of Shippers, who's then taken down by Connor. He's able to handball. Connor! Oh my God, I'm sorry, Burbank. Burbank gets ripped down. I'm not sure, I think that was Lev Katz that took him down. Now he takes down Shippers. And that's Divine. That was Divine, so big tackling right now by the River Rats, taking down both Sean Burbank and Adam Shippers for the head. Lacombe giving chase now. Lacombe gets it to the boot. Big, long kick. It's going to hit the ground. Going to go past everybody. Just keep rolling, and it rolls through the sticks. It's a goal. Unbelievable. Just as time expires. Lady D is trying to make something happen in their forward 50. Lady Pie standing stout on defense. And right now goes to Amy Hogue. Hogue is taken. She was taken high, but she kicks the goal and puts the Lady D's in the lead. One straight 6 to 1 behind. Irvin to kick it out, and Amy Hogue takes a defensive mark. And then a tackling attempt. I was going to say, that could have been fit. Are they giving her a fit? No, what are they doing here? Oh, they're just setting up where it goes. It's a high kick. That looks good. That's a goal. That's Amy Hogue, her second. Bit of an angle, but she nailed it. She's got it between two Lady Magpies. Tackle, though, she's dispossessed. DaCosta's got it now. She's hauled down, but is able to get it away. Irvin's got it now. She can't get it away. Kick, tried to center it. A lot of white shirts there, though. Nobody going after it, though. I think DaCosta tried to get it. Irvin tried to kick it out. And, Hogue almost had it. She's being chased now. And she's still in the battle for it. And it's handballed out. And with it now, that's Sophia Redmond. And it's giving a reel now. Reel with a kick. That's bending back. It's going to bounce. It's going to be a goal. And the Lady Pies will try and march it into attack now. Kick goes over, and Emily Reel takes the mark in defense. But she'll have the kick in close. Going for a set shot here. She kicks it straight. And that's a goal. Emily Reel with her second of the match. And move it ahead now, and with it, that's Redmond. Redmond with a kick, and from behind there, Tracy Fox. Tried to block, and another smother as Lahane tried to kick it. Lahane tries to kick it again. Smothered again. Lady D's just not letting anything get through there, and they'll stop it up. Emily Reel going after it again. She's got it. Can't get free space, though. And actually, the ball winds up bouncing off of Hansen. Hansen tries to kick it ahead. Nobody there but Lady Paizo, but Dester crashes the pack there. And Tenfield kicks it, and that's good. Looks like it's going to be a goal. That's a goal. And the Lady Pies take the kick. That bounces right in front of Amy Hogue. And then winds up in the hands of a couple of the Lady Pies. Kick toward the sticks, or in this case, the cones that are meant to act in place of the sticks. And they're reaching for two flags. That's a goal. Didn't see who kicked it, but it's a goal for the Lady Demons. And it's going to bounce. Who's going to get there first? It's like the Magpies, but then he's held with it. Goes to ground. Handballed off. Kicked in, and looks like a goal for the Demons. That's a goal. First score of any type for the Demons today, and it's a major. And the kick goes in, and a goal for the Demons, it looks like. Two flags go up. First major score in quite a while. In fact, since the second quarter. Stopped. And moving along now. He's going to kick it up, and taking the mark there is Smith. Smith's going to play on. He's going to have a clear shot at the goals, and he's going to score it. And moves it up. Coming in, and bounces off his hand, and then it's taken, and with it now, that's Murray. And Murray's going to kick a goal. Going for Smith. Smith has got it. He kicks. Oh, it's smothered. Nice job there, and then taken out. River Rats still have it, though. They're trying to move it ahead. Nice job there on that smother by P.J. Devine, but then it's taken, and Ten Buren is going to get one. Aaron Ten Buren kicks another goal for the Lobstermen. Takes a weird bounce, so it's going to benefit. Oh, the River Rats, but he overran it, and Shippers has it now. He's got one target back there. Oh my goodness, P.J. Devine takes it. Nice job there in defense. It was 2-1, but Devine stood his ground and took the defensive mark, and now they get it through, and that's going to be another goal. Joe Connor with the mark. And he kicks it. Oh, Wynn takes it, does crazy things. Elwood was going one way, and the ball started going the other way. Elwood's got it now. He's got one man back. He takes a running bounce. It's smothered. Oh, my goodness. Mike Shepard smothered that. I thought that was a sure goal for Elwood, who's going to get there first. Shippers, it sits for him. He's able to get it. Takes it ahead. Looking for Rusty Smith. Smith marks it. Sharp angle. Will he try the shot, or will he try just make a centering kick? Smith took the mark close to goal, but he's in tight. He's going to go for the set shot, and that's a goal. Rusty Smith. Elwood in looking now. He's going to go for the gusto. Marked in front and kicked for the goal. Will almost takes the mark there, but he's being harassed by Rusty Smith, who's able to get it away. Smith looking for Shippers, getting Shippers, and Shippers will stop. Question is, will he try this long a set shot in the wind, or will he try and get it to Ten Buren up front? He's just going to go for the kick. That's a goal. Shippers again. Callahan has it now. Goes over to Smith. Plays on. Looks to kick, and it's taken. Ten Buren with a goal. Cats has it. With it now is Callahan. Callahan handballs to Shippers. Shippers with a kick. And I think that's a goal. The Lobstermen have hit the front. Shepard has it now. Lobstermen probably looking to do a little more of a slow play now. Try and round more of the clock, but the Shippers has it now. Shippers kicks towards the goals again. And that's a goal. The Lobstermen. Boys, come on up. Are we drinking out of this tonight? Enjoy, lads. Yeah, boys. Get around it, boys. You're looking at Heritage Oak Park in Mason, Ohio. We are on location with another edition of Stateside Footy. In fact, we're here to bring you what's becoming an annual event here. It's Stateside Footy goes to the Nationals. They come to the center, and the ball is up, and we have action. Now with it, Lev Katz kicks it up. He's looking for Shippers out there. Shippers, it's a race to the ball. It'll sit for him. Shippers with another kick, and it's going to head for the sticks, and it's going to be a goal. Adam Shippers, first major score for the Demons. And he kicks it now. He's got someone standing. Oh, he can't get it, though. And it's taken. And the Demons have it. And that's a goal. Kicked by number 30, Manuel Vogt. Demons are on the way back. Kick looking for center and getting him. Taking the ball there is Kimpton. Kimpton right there. That's got to be 50, and it is. They thought he was attempting to play on. He was attempting to take the free kick. So as a result, Kimpton is paid the 50-meter penalty. And the Demons battling, trying to get it. Lions, too. Goes to ground again, and we have a whistle and a free kick going to the Demons. And he kicks it out looking for Rusty Smith. He's got him. Smith has got some room to run. He's going to take a running bounce. And then he'll kick it ahead. And it's taken. Max Miller for the Demons. And it's a big kick in. He's got Knezovic on the lead. Knezovic gets it. Mark taken by David Knezovic. He's a fair kick, and he's in front. Big kick for the Demons. And it's straight. It's a goal. Knezovic puts the Demons in front. Knee's friendly direction. Now picked up by one of the Suns. I believe that was number 3. That was Tiffany Yuan. Kicked ahead now by Gagan. Bunch of lady settling under it and taking it. Holly Tuffle takes a mark. Right in the middle of the whole pack of players. Holly Tuffle was able to come down with it, secure it, and get the free kick. Bouncing to Stabline. Stabline with a kick, and the mark taken by Tuffle. Tuffle kicks it ahead now. Going to take a bounce off everybody. Amy Hogue trying to get it there. Also real. They just hand it back and kick over, and it goes through everybody now. And let's see. Lydia Holt gets a boot to it, and I think that's a goal. Nice little bit of a shepherd there by Holt, first of all, getting the Sun player and just pushing her off the ball. The ball was on the ground. She never picked it up, just soccered it right off the ground and through the sticks. High tackle. And that's called against Rusty Smith. He handballs it over to Lev Katz. Katz kicks it now. Shippers marks it. Adam Shippers takes the mark. And right half forward flank. He kicks it right in front. Marked, maybe? Knezovic, yes! David Knezovic with the mark for the Demons. Looking to kick the first Demons points of this game. And it looks pretty good. That's going through. David Knezovic with the first points for the Demons. And some other attempt there. Actually, a kick attempt was smothered. And what's going on here? Looks like we got another goal, and indeed we do. The Demons do pick up another goal. Rusty Smith with it now. The handball off, handball back. And Smith will kick it. Looking for a target. He's got him, Callahan. Ed Callahan takes the mark for the Demons. He'll kick it up now, and it's kicked and caught by Ten Buren. And he lets off a big kick after taking that mark. And Ten Buren kicks the Demons' first goal of the afternoon. Erin Ten Buren. She's able to get into the boot. Goes past Destra and past Hansen as well. Kick smothered. Nice smother there by Deal. Bust up once again and knocked out by Hansen. Hansen, oh, nice job there. Nice tackle on number 7 there. That was Laura Gordico. Out on the full, free kick Demons. Eileen Gagan has it. She's just got to let it fly. Big kick right in the center. Wynn catches it. Did Real mark it? Real marked it, I believe. There's a battle for it. And Real's going to get paid the mark. Nice connection there from Eileen Gagan to Emily Real. This Win playing havoc with kicks today. Big kick by Real. It's a goal! Emily Real kicks a goal for the Lady Demons. And the Lady D's have hit the front. Unbelievable. And that's it. Full time, the Lady Demons have pulled it out, stealing the victory. As a result, the Lady Demons are going to the women's final. Going over now. Kicking it there. I believe that's Hughes once again. Hits the post! And once again, it's raining posts. The poster there by Hughes. That's number 11 again. That's actually, whoa, mark taken there, number 14 for the Lobstermen. That's David Meisner. Meisner's already got a point. Whoa! James Edward, better known as Hollywood. It's stay, and there goes that bloody goal post again. Edward is able to get it through the sticks, though. We've got the Saints, goes now to number 20. It was a Ronan Shaughnessy. And the mark is taken. I believe that's Devine out there with it now. PJ Devine for the River Rats. He's going to kick it ahead, looking for Jonick. He actually goes over everybody, and it's going to roll in. Jonick tries to keep it in. And the players went on either side of my camera person, Kyle. He just looks back at the booth like, whew, that was close. So it's, we mentioned it's our new camera guy, Kyle, making his first appearance on camera today. And almost getting clocked there when he had the ball head for the boundary, and a couple of players went on either side of him. One went this way, one went this way. The kid never flinched. Good on you. And right now, umpire Bruce Rogers is getting everyone in place and getting them ready to go. And the sprinklers here at Priest Field have kicked in, and they're just going to play in it. This is funny. Just to give you an idea of what was going on here when the sprinklers started oscillating. They started oscillating toward us. You can see our main camera here on the crane got hit, so we had to wipe that off. In addition, our boundary shot, too, with our man Connor was hit. You see right here, kind of getting nailed, and Connor has to run out of the way. And there we are, trying to clean it off with a dollar bill. Handballed away and then back to Devine. And now gotten, and here come the Rats. It looks like that's Druckenmiller. Ross Druckenmiller kicks it ahead, looking for the sticks, and, oh, Elward touches it. It might have gone through the sticks, but Elward tried to mark it. It bounced off his hands, and it's another behind for the River Rats. Of course, the interesting question would be if the Magpies were to score another behind right now. That would make the score 77-11, or the answer to the riddle, what would you get if Ray Bork opened up a convenience store? And my wife completely ignored me on that one. Another big highlight of 2012 was the addition of an occasional guest commentator. Brian Barish started out as a player for the Philadelphia Hawks, and he was also one of the very first friends of Stateside Footy. He grew up listening to game calls of the legendary Rex Hunt and always wanted to be a commentator. During the 2012 Nationals, Brian came into the portable press box with us and did his first bit of footy commentary. Over the years, he would make more guest appearances with us, and later he would become the media manager for the U.S.A. That position has led to him calling over 200 games, including the U.S. matches in the 2017 International Cup, which was held over in Australia. Let's go back to the 2012 Nationals event and the special Masters and Legends match, the first appearance of Brian Barish in our commentary box. Getting set for more action here on Stateside Footy. Getting set for an interesting game between the Masters and the Legends. And joining me right here, legend from the Philadelphia Hawks, Brian Barish joins us on the call. Brian, how are you?
I'm fine as long as I stay anchored to the ground. I think I should be okay.
Well, yeah.
Kind of hard to do that with the wind blowing about as it is, but should be a good game. Watching legends past, if you will, players from this being the 15th anniversary. So a lot of up and comers, a lot of grand finals on that field.
Yeah, it's actually kind of ironic too, because this year the Boston Demons and one of their Metro teams actually had a group of Demons alumni, should we say, called the Old Boys.
I think they were called the Demonsaurs.
The Demonsaurs, there you go. Demonosaurus or something along those lines. They're getting set almost to ball things up right in the center square. Last few minutes, seconds worth of preparations actually. And as they sound the horn and toss up the ball, and we have Masters and Legends footy. And coming out with it are the Masters, and they try and kick, but the Legends come up with it now. And it's smothered. And it goes down. He's able to dispose of it, though. Clean handball. It's out now, and here come the Legends. Nice smother of that handball. And down he goes. And they'll ball it up. Actually, I think one of the players, I'm not sure if you might recognize him or not. It looks like he's wearing your team's colors, Brian.
They all look the same from here, Bill.
Oh, okay. But let's see, as we go through, once again, play pretty much still at center. Haven't really gotten to the forward 50s of either team yet as they kick it along the far boundary. And they can't take the mark. It's going to go off his hands and then roll over the line. It'll be a boundary throw in.
Throw in now from the sideline here. Ball comes spinning back into play. Knocked forward by the Masters. Ball goes to ground. Handball now. And the ball comes loose, picked up by, still retained by the Masters in the blue jumpers. Kicked into the forward 50. And a good defensive mark, juggled and held on to now. And free kick now for the Legends. It's going to come out right out in front of us on the wing position. Picked up by Rich Mann, former president from the Denver Bulldogs. Long high kick for out on the wing side. Ball down on the ground. The Legends in the red and white jumpers. Nice handball back. Nice little handball drill. They're going to kick it toward the sticks. Defensive mark not taken. Ball on the ground now. Stacks on the mill. Punched free. Still on the ground. And now the Legends will bang it out. Ball comes loose. Trying to play some soccer there. Got to be careful for kicking in danger. And now the Legends have it. Trying to run it inside 50. Here's a shot for goal into the wind. It's going to come back. And the wind helps that one go through for a goal. So the...
Actually, no, he marked it right before the line.
Oh, he marked it.
He marked it. That's the thing. It looked like he was going to spray it. It looked like it was going to go left, but then the wind caught it and actually brought it back and it was headed through the sticks. But the back line, the fullback for the Masters just happened to come up with it right before it went over the line.
It all looks the same from here, Bill.
Tell me about it. This has been the challenge for 3 years. And to all the folks who've been watching Stateside Footy that long, thank you for bearing with my moments of what the heck just happened out there. Speaking of which, what the heck just happened out there? We've got a free kick.
Looks like a mark.
Yeah, and a free kick, and it looks like that one's going to go through for a minor score. Yep, minor score. Minor score for the Legends. So now it's 1 behind to nothing in favor of the Legends. Masters take the kick in, and they're going to try and move with it now. Nice long kick along the left wing. Gets it on a bounce, is able to handball it off. Over the head of his intended target, though. They're still moving it, though, on the wing, trying to kick into the center square. And almost marked, goes off his hands, but then goes to ground. And it looks like the Legends are going to get the crumbs. They do indeed. Handball out now along the wing. Big kick in. And marked. Nice job there, number 8 for the Legends. And he's going to kick it ahead. He's got somebody there in space, and he's able to take it. He gets on the lead, leads as a tagger to the ball, and is able to get it. It's a loose ball now, but they've got it in close. He can get it to the boot, but it's going to go wide, or it's going to be caught right in there. He's got it, and he's going to kick the goal right in front. That's a major score. First 2 scoring shots of the game, both of them going to the Legends. And they'll bring it back up at center. You were mentioning Rich Mann, one of the people you had talked to, one member of the Bulldogs, obviously the Denver Bulldogs, and was the president for a long time for the Denver Bulldogs and also the U.S.A. And I understand he's still the tournament director.
He is still the tournament director. He does a great job putting this on every year. It is a gigantic logistical puzzle that he has to put together every year, and they do it well. Ball out of the middle now as the Masters retain possession. Now the Legends with it. They'll punch it forward. And I do recognize that player for the Philly Hawks. That's Jimmy Madigan, 58 years old. Wow. And he can jump higher than guys half his age on our team. That one is pumped into the forward 50. Nice mark, and he's going to run that one in. That's the easiest goal you're going to see this afternoon. And the Legends, it's all one-way traffic here in the first 5 minutes of the game. Legends 2-1-13. The Masters have yet to crack the scoreboard. Good transportation of the ball by the Legends team here in the early going. And it's all one-way traffic at this point.
Well, you mentioned right now the Legends, actually, the Masters yet to crack the scoreboard. Right now, they've yet to crack their own forward 50.
That's very important.
They're going to start there and try and hit out to advantage here. Big swat. However, it looks like the Legends are going to get there first. And the handball along the wing, and here they come. Handball right back, and he's able to get it to the boot before he's tackled, but it winds up in Master hands, and now they're going to get to a few players out there. They've got numbers now. Ball has to sit for him, though. He waits for it. He's able to get through a few tacklers. He handballs it off, and now the Masters are bringing it up through the corridor. They take the bounce off the ground, and then a quick little sidestep. He kicks it forward. However, it's marked by the Legends. Once again, Masters fail to crack their own forward 50. And the Legends are bringing it back into their territory, although it does bounce off a hand there and go out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in.
Ball comes spinning back into play once again. The wind doesn't take this one as much. Ball's punched back out towards the boundary, kept in. Did I hear a whistle? No, they'll play on. Still up on the sideline over there. Nice handball. Looks like the Legends still have it. They'll pick it up, and nice mark there taken on the half-forward flank there for the Legends. That one kicked inside 50, knocked down. Good defensive spoil there from the Legends. Handball out, and the Legends will try to come back the other way. Or rather, that's the Masters. Oh, looks the same from here, Bill. That one dropped right in front. That one is soccered along the ground there by the Legends. And ball comes back to the ground now. And the Masters have it now. It's a mongrel finger-breaking punt up the wing position, batted forward, but right to a Legends player. Ball still on the ground. A little off the ball antics there. Down on the wing position. That one is kicked up on the sideline. And now picked back up by the Masters. But a defensive mark there by the Legends right in the middle of the ground. Legends still lead 13-0 here as we we're just past the 7-minute mark of the first half.
All right, and once again, we'll have looks like free kick as the kick went out on the full. They kick it in from the boundary along the wing and bounces off the hands of one of the Legends, and almost like a football snap there. He actually punched it on the ground, threw his legs behind himself. Exactly. And we got a chance for a mark in front. Oh, he just goes past him, and it's going to roll. However, it's going to be a good result for the Masters as they will get a boundary throw in their own left forward pocket.
He Brian Barish that ball. right through the cradles.
So if that means he Bill Roberted the ball, would that mean he sat on it?
Well, then we won't have footy to play.
There you go. Let's see here. Just got a tug of his jumper, but he was able to get the ball off. It's kicked now, a little bit of a centering ball. And nice mark there. Masters pick it up. And they're finally able to do some purposeful things in their forward 50. And they're going to take the kick there. It looks like he's just going to try and do it straight on. Angle's a bit tricky, especially in this wind. And it looks like it's got the carry. Does it have the aim? It looks like
yes, sir.
That's a goal. So the Masters get on the board with a major score. And now the score stands. The Legends 2-1-13. The Masters 1 straight 6. The last game we covered, all it took was 1 straight 6 to win the game, the women's semifinal. And by the way, on Stateside Footy, we'll have the women's final for you too today. The Lady Demons going up against the Denver Bulldogs.
Yeah, and what was great about that kick just now is that was a bit of a ski jump ball, like you say. Kind of came off the joint, and went right up in the air. And I think that the wind might have aided that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a great match. And yeah, it only takes in a game like that, especially in weather like that, it only takes one to win it. Ball in the air again, knocked forward there by the Legends. As we near the 10-minute mark of this first half rather. I'm under the impression we're playing 2 20-minute halves. Ball marked there by the Masters, and they'll play on with it. Long kick. Let's go inside 50 again. That's going to roll. Picked up nicely. He's got to look for a handball. He's got it. Has some time. Now kicks it towards the goal square, but only there are the red and white jumpers of the Legends, and they'll bang it out now up the right side, and that's going to find the boundary line. And we're going to have a throw in about 30 meters around from the Masters target. And we are right on the 10-minute mark on this first half rather. When you have quarter games, it gets a little tricky.
How much time are we into it? Well, actually, it's 10 minutes, so technically we're just at the end of the first quarter if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah, there you go.
Do some quick mental math.
Nothing wrong with mental math.
No.
Nothing wrong with unmental math. Ball comes back in the play, knocked down, and the Legends knocking it forward, but only Masters jumper there. Couple of handballs. pumps it back inside 50 again, but a nice defensive mark taking the Legends will have an opportunity to clear out.
All right, now it goes to center, and it's punched ahead, goes off a hand of one of the Legends, and they're trying to move with it right now. The ball is on the ground. They're trying to run it through center, right through the corridor now. 18's he's able to dispose of it before he's tackled. A little bit of a runaround there. Oh, very poor kick, as he almost, basically it was a combination between a ski jump and like a mongrel punt. It went off the side of his foot and just popped up and spun and really didn't go much anywhere.
Ski punt,
there you go. And it's kicked out through the corridor now by the Masters, but the Legends will pick it up. And they kick it over now. And it goes over everybody. And it looks like it's going to roll. No, actually, he gets it, keeps it in play just before it gets to the boundary. And now he kicks back towards center. And the mark is taken by the Legends, and they'll bring it back through the center of the ground. Someone there, right there. Bingo. Got it. Legends have another one. They handball off. Had to reach to get it, though, so it slowed up his momentum. So he just handballs it back, trying to get it to a little more space. Big kick in toward the sticks, and punched out. They were trying to punch it away, keep the score from going through. Ball is still in play. Still in play. Deep in the pocket. They're trying to handball it out, the Masters. And they got it now, another handball, and here come the Masters. Masters trying to move it. They're going to center it up a little bit now. Unfortunately, the Legends will have numbers there. Falls between everybody. It's anybody's ball. Who's going to come up with it first? Looks like the Masters are going to come up with the crumbs. They do it along the center wing, along the far boundary on the left wing, and the ball goes back a little bit now. And it's soccered ahead by the Legends, goes over everybody, heading toward the boundary line in the pocket. They're going to get to it, though. The Masters get it in their own back pocket, but then they're dispossessed, and now they're going to try and move it. They take a running bounce. Masters right there kicking it, trying to center it up. Dangerous kick, goes over everybody, and winds up in the hands of the Legends, but then he can't get the kick to the boot. This one can, though. Let's see. That's going to be out on the full. Started out looking like it was headed for a behind, but then the wind caught it. It took a little bit of a turn toward the right, and in the least favorite words of a Buffalo Bills fan, wide right.
Yeah, it was like one of my Aunt Becky's cookies. Looked pretty good, but then kind of crumbled at the end there. Ball comes back into play. It was a deep kick off of the free kick. That wind again might have aided it, and the ball is nurdled out of bounds. It'll be a throw in right about the 50-meter arc. We're 13 minutes into the opening half. The Legends 2 goals, 1-13. They're in the red and white jumpers, and the Masters in the blue jumpers with the white 1 goal, straight 6. Ball back on the ground now. The Masters trying to cut into that deficit, however, as the ball is kicked, but it's going to be a one-on-one in the contest. Mike Markey's going to go in and hit the post.
Poster.
Oh, my. Well, he was posterized on that one, smack dab into the post there. You could blame the wind if you wanted to. I don't know. So that takes him to 1-1-7. Oh, and a nice mark, and that's Jimmy Madigan. He's going to play on. And the ball is knocked down.
Kick was smothered. Nice
kick was smothered there off the kick by Jimmy Madigan of the Philadelphia Hawks. And now the Masters have it off the ground. Pick it up, son. Knocked forward. And the Masters still have it. Long kick. And the mark taken defensively as the ball held up nice for them. They'll bang it out one more time. Up the right side now. That's going to roll, and that's going to find the boundary. I think that's going to be a throw-in. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's 50 meters around from the Masters goal.
And it's actually a free kick. And it's kicked, they tried to get it to another one of the Masters, but now the Legends have it. There's a race for the ball here. All Masters there now, and they're able to come out with it. Centering kick, really nobody there, though. Looks like the Masters will get there first, although he falls. He's able to get it, though. Kick in, back into the forward 50. And the Legends have numbers there, though, and they'll pick up the mark. Handball out, and they're trying to move with it once again. And it's kicked up. Oh, just dropped on the wing. And I'll describe it as that until I can find a proper use for the word nurdled. Handball ahead now, and once again, the Legends are away. Kick, go ahead for the forward 50. Just short of it, it's taken and marked. And the free kick is there. It's handballed off now. He had to pivot to get it, but he's got it now. Kicked in. They've got one man back to beat. And the ball is on the ground, and the Masters appear to get the crumbs, and they just kick it out anywhere. Race for the ball now. And the Masters are going to pick it up, and they're going to come back with it. Kick up the wing, takes a bounce, winds up in Legend hands.
That looks like Jeff Preston of the Nashville Kangaroos. He's the umpire coordinator for this tournament. He, too, has a real thankless job.
Speaking of thankless, I thought for a second after they took the mark and got the hands around the midsection, I thought they were going to give him 50, but I guess not. Right now the ball is stripped away, dispossessed one of the Legends, and now here come the Masters with it. Nice little sidestep there as he takes it out, heading for his own left halfback flank. And now they're going to bring it through the corridor. It's going, oh, he can't mark it. So he's just trying to move it ahead right now. And it's soccered. And they're just going for the crumbs. The windy crumbs as it is because of the weather today. And the footy's been taking some really weird bounces today. Hitting the end and then bouncing back or bouncing up over somebody's head. And they try a centering ball right now. They've got a couple people there. However, it goes to ground.
Ruh-roh, Scooby.
Yep. Oh, it's loose. And he's going to try. Let's see. Oh,
looks like it's
gonna
out.
go up. Yep. They would have had it. They had 2 players deep. That would have been a very easy scoring shot, but in this case, apparently not. It's going to be a boundary throw-in. Still a good result for the Masters, though. Once again, the throw-in coming in their left forward pocket. And it's tossed in now. Wynn takes it and brings it back a long way. And I think they're going to bring that one back. Oh, no, okay. They're not. The kick in toward the goals, and I think that one's out on the full. The wind playing havoc with things, but also the game's going on in the simultaneous field. I'm always crossed up by hearing a whistle from another field and like pausing for a second. Let's see. And then I don't hear a whistle from our field. I'm sure they blew it. I just didn't hear it as the ball goes out of bounds. Just a few minutes out from halftime. And right now the Legends still lead this one 2-1-13 to 1-1-7. And once again, they'll do a boundary throw in. From the Masters' perspective, it's at their left half forward flank. And it comes in the wind, once again, doing things with it. It's tapped out and hit to advantage by the Legends, but they can't move it. The Masters pouncing right on them. Now the Masters have it, and it's one of those ski jump type kicks. And contest for it goes to ground. Everyone fighting over the crumbs. The Masters have it now. Oh, boy. Kick. Oh, right in front. He did a kick over his shoulder, thinking he was Nick Malcheski of the Sydney Swan for a second there. And it was stopped just before it went through the post by one of the Legends, who now kicks it out, but the Masters have it again.
I'm surprised you didn't say Paul Chapman.
Well, Chapman was sideways. Malcheski, his back was to the post.
All looks the same from here, Bill.
Once again, the kick goes over now into the the Legends forward 50. They kick it ahead now into space. Nobody there. There's a race forward. Nobody but Masters at this point. And it's still in play. Dangerous play, though, as it looked like the Legends had it for a second and they had somebody close. But right now, the only person in the goal square to cover is one of the Masters. He's going to be there right now. And, nope, one of the Legends did get there. He's got it. He tries to just toss it up in the air. And it's a contest right now of almost volley kick between one of the Masters and one of the Legends. And that's going to be the siren for halftime. And the score stands at the first half. The Legends 2-1-13, 2 goals, 1 behind, 13 points. And the Masters, 1 goal, 1 behind, 7 points. We'll bring you the second half of this one next. You're watching the Masters versus Legends game. Special part of Stateside Footy goes to the Nationals right here. Back we are at a Stateside Footy. We're here at the Nationals at Heritage Oak Park in Mason, Ohio. And boy, it seems to be one of those things every year we've got to curtail our second day coverage because of the bloody weather. Last year it was heavy rain. This year it's wind and ensuing heavy rain. They've actually moved up all of the game schedules. In fact, they're rushing everything to the point where I think by the time they get to the grand finals, that may be reduced to nothing more than a coin toss.
Or rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock at this point.
Oh, yeah. Or for that matter, rock, paper, Sharon.
Yeah.
And it goes up once again, and looks like the Legends will have the clearance. And, well, they started to, but that handball didn't quite connect. So now, the Masters have it. Remember, the Legends is getting up pretty slow. And it's kicked over now. Wow. One of those behind-the-head volleys, but it works, because here come the Legends. Legends kicking up. They've got somebody lined up right there, and he takes it. He's marked it. And normally I would say that's a makeable shot, but with the wind, we'll see what he does.
That's coming
It's going back, and that's going to be a goal.
Beautiful.
Right through. And the Legends respond quickly, coming up with a first point to the second half with a major score. They extend their lead to 3 goals, 1 behind, 19 points, to 1 goal, 1 behind, 7 points.
And that was really good because that kind of curved against the wind. The wind is actually blowing towards the camera, if you will, and for him to actually get that ball to Banana against the wind, it might have been one of those momentary lulls, as it were. We are in Ohio, but at times I kind of think we're in Kansas at this point.
No, we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
If I start seeing Judy Garland and Jack Haley, Bill Haley fly around, I know we're in trouble. Jack Haley, yeah.
As I say, if it's Bill Haley, we'll be flying around, we'll be rocking around the clock too.
Yeah. All right, ball back.
We'll be see you later, alligator.
Yeah, ball back into the center now as the Legends sporting a 2-goal cushion here. That was a long kick. Run, Jimmy, run. Jimmy Madigan of the Philadelphia Hawks wearing number 13. That's going to roll out of play, or is it? Yeah, that's out of play. It'll be a throw-in. And ball's chucked back into play. And it's taken down, and here's going to be a shot. Nope, off the side of the foot. He shanked it. Guy falls down, however, for the Masters. And the Masters are going to try and get it out. That's not a very good kick, is it? That's going to be taken there. He's going to play on a little chip, but it's gone behind the stick there to the right side for a minor score. So that takes the Legends on to 3-2-20. The Masters stuck on 1-1-7.
And I think I recognize another player playing forward for the Legends. I believe that's Catherine Hogg of the Minnesota Freeze, wearing 23.
Yeah, she's represented the Freedom on a number of occasions. She represented them on for the International Cup last summer in Australia, and she's one of the great ambassadors of the American women's game for the U.S. Freedom, and just a very good all-around person. Ball torpedoes back in now. And
it's marked by one of the Masters.
Yeah, the Masters have it. They're going to look for a lead. That one's going to be pumped up in the air, and it's going to be marked defensively out on the outer wing position there by the Legends.
And now they're coming through the corridor. They do a little centering ball here. Handball off. And he's tackled and is brought down. Ball. Holding the ball. Free kick, Masters. Nice job there on that tackle. Gotta make sure that Legends player's got to make sure he's on the right side of the mark. Don't want to give away 50 here. Oh, nice one-handed mark there. Just reached out, grabbed it, pulled it back in. And he's actually wearing the gloves there, which little bit of a story there. We'll get to the next stoppage in play as the Masters move it up to the. Oh boy, I don't know if that was smothered or if he just really shanked it, but it goes out of bounds.
That was
a boundary throw in.
That was a shank.
That was a shank. Well, we were talking about the fact that he grabbed the ball with the one hand and he had the gloves on. On the way down here, we went to the NFL Hall of Fame, and one of the exhibits they actually had you try on the receiver's gloves, with the silicone fingered gloves that the wide receivers do, and it was so easy to palm a football with one of those things.
Yeah, I wear gloves. Not everybody does. It depends on what it is. For me, it's a psychological advantage, but yeah, it's very easy, especially when they're come right out of the dryer and they're nice and sticky. You can just kind of pick it up and pummel like a basketball.
That was a wicked curve we just saw in that one. Yeah, we're not from New England, huh? That was a wicked curve.
Wicked curve.
Wicked awesome curve. But the ball was kicked in toward the sticks, and then the wind caught it and just went, And now it's marked in the backfield by one of the Legends, and they're looking to kick it out now. Dangerous kick, but it's picked up and moved, and they kick it up the corridor now. They've got somebody on the lead, but it bounces right before it gets to him. Just hits the ground right at his feet. And now the Masters get the crumbs, but then they're dispossessed. Legends, once again, handball goes out, and they've got it along the half-forward flank. Kick to center right now, and bounces. Nobody's got it yet. And once again, we have an animated game of Twister going on down there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Of course, with the wind whipping up like it should, maybe I shouldn't be bandying around the term Twister.
No.
Anyway, goes and the Legends have it and taken down there.
That was Jimmy.
Yeah. Battle once again for it. And they're still fighting for the crumbs. A couple of Masters, a couple of Legends, and it's handballed out, and it looks like the Masters might be away. They kick, it's smothered. One of the Legends, it looked like he took it right out the face, and it's going to be rushed through, it looks like, for a behind. One of the Masters did take it and rush it through as the skies become increasingly forebodingly dark here. 3-3-21 now to 1-1-7. As we continue through the second half of this special exhibition match. It's the Masters versus the Legends as part of the Nationals tournament here in Mason, Ohio. You're watching it right here on Stateside Footy. The mark taken by one of the Legends. And the Winds are kicking up. Everyone's rushing right now because they've changed the schedule. They've moved up a whole bunch of games. Try and get everything in before the bad weather hits. They say that by 4 o'clock we could be seeing thunderstorm and rain activity. And now the Masters come back, and they've got it in their own backfield now. They kick it out, looking for someone on the lead. However, it's almost marked by one of the Legends. Comes up now, and kicked forward, and it's going to be another behind. So far, the Legends, they kicked the first goal of the half, but ever since then, it's been all minor scores. Started out first goal, but then they've kicked 3 behinds, and now it's 3 goals, 4 behinds, 22 points. And the Masters still stuck on 1-1-7. Can't make anything happen on their end of the ground right now, although they're trying. They try the kick out there, but however, it's almost taken by one of the Legends, and they go to ground now, and they're going to ball it up. As we continue through the second half here. And it goes to the Masters. They hit out to advantage and then are able to clear it. And not able to mark it, but he still is able to chase it along the far boundary line. They keep it in play, or do they? Yes, they keep it in play.
Yep.
However, the Legends have it now. They try a centering kick in the direction of the center square. The ball just goes on the ground and rolls, and it will finally get a player gets it to sit for him, and he kicks it ahead. And he's got somebody right there lined up. So the Legends now with a free kick just outside their forward 50. They kick it in, centering ball, and marked by one of the Masters. And they'll try and kick it out again. Nice little sidestep there. He turned on the Jets and then put it to the boot. And it's not marked there, but Masters still able to get it. Handball was smothered, though, a little bit. And now they've got ball on the ground, and once again the Legends able to pick up the crumbs and come away with it. And it's almost marked. He had it. He was going to take a chest mark, but went off the lower parts of his hands. He picks it up anyway. He goes towards the sticks. He kicks it, and that's a goal. Another goal for the Legends.
Nice shot there. Just able to get it into the right into the sweet spot of the ground, right in front of the goal square, and able to pump it home.
The lead extending to 21 now, 4-4-28 to 1-1-7.
Yep. You were mentioning about the weather, Bill. My first Nationals was in Colorado Springs in 2008. I got off the plane that weekend on Friday. It was beautiful. It was 70 degrees. It was fantastic. And then Saturday morning we come out for the game. It was 35 degrees and pretty much like this. So the fact that it's about 20 degrees warmer is definitely a lot better. Out of the ball up, it's controlled there by the Masters. As that one is chipped forward. Ball comes down, but he has a little bit of a lead there. And ball is scuttled through a little bit further. He's going to try and soccer it. Swing and a miss. Turns and fires. And it's sprayed, but punched away before it could get through the behind. And then back into the middle. And now it is smothered. And then finally cleared out along the ground. The Legends still with it, and now they're going to try and at least relieve some of the pressure. That one is kicked up to the back flank of the Masters. Not a clean take, but or rather the Legends. Now the Masters have the ball. The Masters in the blue and the white. And getting up slowly, but here come the Legends now up into the near side wing position right in front of us. Right off the foot of number 10 there for the Masters, and there's a little bit of a bear hug. The umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it up right in front of us here on the wing position.
Right, and once again they ball it up, this time on the near boundary right in front of us. And it's hit out to advantage by the Masters and soccered ahead. They're trying to set something up, however, nobody there but Legends. Legends right now have numbers right around the ball, and they try and handball it off. However, the handball goes a little too far, and the Masters try and advance it ahead. They're into their forward 50 now. It's a long handball. Oh, I'm sorry, that looked like a handball, but it was a kick. He marked it. Couple of players in front of him, so I didn't quite see how that one got disposed, but it was a kick and it was a mark, and it's probably the best opportunity that the Masters have had this half to put one through. It's a big kick. The Wind's catching it, and it'll have the carry, just not the direction. And it looks like a minor score. We've got to double check that minor score.
It is a behind.
It is a behind. Minor score, so it's now 1-8 for the Masters.
It's so windy, I thought that Bill Paxton was going to be one of our officials. You were talking about Twister.
Yeah, we were mentioning that earlier today. It's like, yeah, next edition of Stateside Footy will be featuring Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt.
And some
nice mark.
cows.
Did he mark it? Well,
no.
Play on, but almost was able to take the kick there. Key is you're this far behind, you don't get many opportunities in near goal, and right now they're being a little wasteful as once again it goes through for what looks to be another behind. So it's 1-3-9 now. They've cut the lead to 19. Of course, it's still over 3 kicks, and they probably need to start moving pretty quickly because I'm sure at this point we're just a few minutes out from full time.
Need to start rolling 6s at this point, and it's hard to do with as it is with the wind, but good defensive mark there right in the top of the goal square. So the Masters have had a little bit of the play here in the last couple of minutes. Not a good kick though. It hangs up in the air, and it's going to be picked up at about the 50 by the Masters. He has to go to ground though, and the Legends are going to try and get it now the other way, and they're going to have a little bit of room to maneuver. Bounce or handball. He handballs it over. Now he's going to have a look, have a run, have a bounce. Whoop, over his head. A little bit too much mustard on that, but it comes right back to him. Got 3 red Guernseys right there, and he's going to pump it inside 50. Now that's going for goal. It's curving to the left. It's going to roll, and stay in play. And the good job by the fullback there for the Masters is he's able to nurdle the ball out of bounds.
There we go again.
It's a cricket term.
Okay.
That's why you should watch more cricket.
I figure that's what happens when a nerd sits out in the sun all day. He just nurdles.
Yeah.
Kind of like milk curdles, nerds nurdle.
Well, it depends, There's a throw in. That's only about 10 meters around. The Legends threatening as a kick off the ground. It's going to roll, and it's down on the ground. Good to put a foot on it, somebody, and that's a goal. Well, there were 2 players around it, and all he had to do was back heel. He probably could have served lunch and dinner and then just tapped it home. So that takes the Legends on to 5-4-34, and I think we know which way this one's going. The Masters on 1-3-9 here in this great game, the 15th anniversary Legend versus Masters game here on Stateside Footy.
And, I've been watching footy for a lot of years. That is the least intense goal I've ever seen kicked.
I know.
Da-da, here, you take it. Boom. Okay, done. Next. And now coming out of the ruck once again, the Legends try and do something with it. They're able to handball it to back and now kick it into space. See if they can get somebody on a lead. Nope, but it's spoiled, and it winds up rolling ahead. And the Legends do have numbers, but the Masters wind up getting it. And right now the Masters have the numbers, but they can't pick it up either. Kind of tough getting the ball to sit for them today. It's tough enough trying to handle the ball with the wind. Yesterday we had some issues too when we first got here. There was frost on the field, so at the first game or so, people were slipping and sliding all over the place. They couldn't get a hold of the ball because the ball was slick and it was greasy underfoot. But they're going to kick it ahead now. The Masters goes over everybody's head. Who's going to get there first? Looks like the Legends will come with it, and they'll just handball it out of danger once again and bring it right up the corner. They're bringing it right up the guts and marked right in the center square. Oh, he shanks that one wide, but still well within range, and it's marked. Handballed ahead, and here come the Legends once again. He touches to the ground, taking the bounce there, and kicked, and spoiled. Nice job there running through by one of the Masters, and it's going to go over, and once again we'll have a boundary throw-in. Good result for the Legends, however, the boundary throw-in is in their left forward pocket.
But they need to get it out. They're going to need, if they want to have any chance, they're going to need to start putting it back some in the other direction here as a line drive of a throw-in, but it comes right to the Legends, turns, kicks it, and that is through. He had to put both of his hands down to call that a goal, but it is a goal. He's carrying a whole bunch of things, flags, clipboards.
Well, is he carrying them or just hanging on to them, trying to keep them from blowing away?
Yeah, I don't know. You don't have enough appendages to keep stuff under things there. So their Legends, their 6th goal of the afternoon, 6-4-40 to the Masters, 1-3-9. And yeah, I'll tell you what, you mentioned about the freeze on this field. This is obviously our second trip to Nationals, or at least for the U.S.A. They had it back in 2009, and this is one of the best fields that I've had in my 5 years of coming to Nationals. The grounds crew here in Warren County, Ohio, at Heritage Oak Park, they do a great job of maintaining this field. The field drains very well. They had a little bit of rain last year on Friday night. The rain drained very quickly. So here back in the play now, back in the middle of the goal square for the Legends, couldn't take the mark there. Ball comes to ground. A little bit of a team meeting there, and picked up by the meetings, but that one's going to be whistled and called back. What was the call here? It looked like either it came in over the back or it's a ball up. And
it's a ball up.
It is a ball up, so ball goes back in the air. It's taken down, and the Masters trying to get rid of it. There's a couple of handballs. That one's not a very good one, but it's able to pick it up out towards the pocket. It's going to take a bounce. Who's going to win that race? It's going to be the boundary line. It'll be a throw-in as the Masters have the ball right where they want it on their side of the field, but it's going to take a couple of straight kicks here.
All right, once again they toss it in. Out of the contest, it goes to ground. It's taken now by the Masters. Clear space to run. He kicks it ahead, and they can't mark it, though. Tried to make a shoestring catch, just couldn't do it. Kick out, though, is smothered. Masters can't get somebody there, though, and once again, the Legends are able to get it out of danger. However, it's shanked, and
that it looked from here like it bounced.
Yeah, it just went out before it hit the boundary line, so it just avoided a kick out on the full. And considering the way the wind is blowing right now, if you're looking at basically from the way the camera shot is, the wind is blowing left to right. And the wind knocked that ball down just enough so that it didn't go out on the full. And now we've got free kick being given to the Masters after the throw-in, which once again was carried by the wind. At this point, just put the boot to it. Oh, once again, he's shanked it. Well, not shanked it, but put a little too much English into it, for the left direction. And it's going to go out, and I believe it's going to be a boundary throw-in. It is indeed the Masters' left forward pocket. And it comes now. And they just need someone to get it to the boot. Just somebody, although pretty much at this point it's academic with the difference in the score and the period in the game. But at least to try and get maybe another 1 or 2 scores down there, just to try and keep yourself off the 1-goal plateau, the one-hit wonder status. And there's a battle for it. It's punched out, though. Goes up the ground. Almost grabbed by one of the Masters, but the Legends are able to get it away. Masters have it, though. They got it back. Kick in. And lands between everybody. And taken out once again. Handballed out and then kicked. And marked by one of the Masters. Kicked ahead now. Marked. Handballed. They've got somebody open in space there. And he just sidesteps the tackler. Makes a kick toward the sticks. It looks pretty good. I'm hearing applause. I'm guessing a goal. So they've scored more than one. 2, 3, 15 now. Still a 25-point game.
And that's it.
And at the siren, that's going to do it. That'll do it for this edition of Stateside Footy. Till next time, on behalf of my wonderful crew, Stacey Robert, Taro DeWallaby, and Aaron Harrington and John Cimino, I'm Bill Robert. Thank you very much for tuning in today to this episode of Stateside Footy.